I'm trying to remember what I named it last week. Okay, that Seems more like it. Let's reload, because I'm about to die. Back to, once again, the Apogee Shareware Showcase. Not too much left now. Well, of at least one thing. Almost done with Planet Strike. After Planet... Ooh, ow. Although I appear to have lost the sound. This is problematic. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sound effects are now on. Just going back into FPS instinct of everything probably works on the WASD keys. Does have that problem every so often. That you can turn everything off. If you so wish, in DOS mode. Oops. That was probably an informant. It's fine, he'll get better. I think this is probably the best gun I'm gonna get. Unless there's something else. Right. I know you're there, you stupid crystal ball. No survivors, no witnesses. Thanks for the red key card that you've just kind of kindly inconveniently left behind for me. Including a very veritable supply of raw meat. If Smash TV didn't desensitize you to constantly having a supply of good meat, hey Kafka by the way, then I don't know what does. How does Kafka feel now, and how is Boyabs? I think I need to make a save soon. I will actually. Babies are good. Okay. Oh, right. Alec. There we go. I've got some nice chamomile tea waiting for me later. Kinda need to use it up, I've had it for ages. Try and get myself a very, very good night's sleep. Oh, hey. I'm going to sneeze as well, I think, in about 5 seconds, when my nose has realised that something is going on. There we go. Message delayed. Please try again. Something's here with me. Ow. Ow. Plenty of explosion blasts. I died. I think it's just a change of the seasons again. Now going from ludicrously hot to ludicrously pollinated before it realises that summer is over. I'm not a big tea drinker. I'll occasionally have some green tea. Or some herby tea if I so wish. I do love the taste of coffee cake though. Just can't bring myself to make one. No, don't save over Fred. So, save it with Christopher. Carrying on the noble tradition of dumb names. Ow! Why am I sitting in toxic waste? I have no health. This is problematic. Let me go out the door. There should be some... at least some health kits somewhere. I think it's probably a good idea that I have chamomile this week, because I think most of last week I wanted to go and stove a particular person's head in at my workplace with my foot. That's the saddest looking explosion I've seen in a long time. Just a little puff of smoke, and then it's gone. Deactivate the barrier there, but doesn't matter. I am leaving. The end of the stage is within sight. As long as I get there quick enough. So I'm still sort of like jumbling up in my head what the next shareware I want to do is. We have plenty of choice. Some of them are even just id's earlier works. May even just reinstall Cheesy Doom just so I can play the first one without hindrances. Oh yeah, we still had quite a bit to do when I last left Planet Strike. It's almost like a full-length game disguising itself as something completely different. Overwrite Tim with Charles. Being attacked. There he is. Just kind of slipped by unnoticed. Wonder what was hurting me. Oh, we've got to that level of Wolfenstein 3D, have we? There's an enemy hiding behind every door. In places, in alcoves, where you can't really see them. Which is probably the reason why I didn't finish episode 6. Because I almost, like, 100%ed the PlayStation 3 version of Wolfenstein 3D with all the achievements. It's just that that area is the whole reason why I didn't. Because you got this, but without the doors. The other problem was that if you shot once, you would alert everything to your presence. Every SS soldier, every stormtrooper, every Gestapo agent, they'd be all there very quickly. Looking for some BJ blowjob Blaskowitz pie. Well, this level is very long. What's already taking place? Most of it seems to be just snaking back and forth. So the whole sort of look of this place just puts me in mind of Space Quest, specifically the 5th one. Oh, don't say that. Don't know until you try. Oh. As much as my industry is technically dying a death, it at least gives me some kind of employment. Even lazy people got to eat sometime. And basically I'm in like the equivalent of a dead-end mining town. It's known for one thing and one thing only. Manfred. Because most of my employment, as it were, is from well, most employment in where I live is based. Ow! It's based. Well, if the railways were still up and running as much as they used to be, the town I live in would be reasonably safe for employment, but it's not. It's not everyone knows everyone else type area. It's close. Well, not really. Population of about 201,000 people. Nothing to sniff at, I guess. You always have to remind when you get snotty customers that they are one in a small pool of people. It would take a great uprising of individuals to prevent caterers from not being able to feed themselves. If it ain't a restaurant, it's a bar. If it's not a bar, it's a barista. Baristas need suppliers, etc., etc. It's just a show of ignorance. Like we had a complaint last night that someone had ordered a crumble, and the suppliers had already packed up and made sure that everything was correct. Wasn't made on site. The customer was convinced it tasted like plums, even though it came out of a bag that said salted apple caramel. We even threw the bag in their face, and they still didn't believe us. That's the level of entitlement we've got to here. I don't believe you, even though we put the exact thing in front of you that we got it out from. And it's just a reflection of the modern age, I guess, at this point. Ow. But I can perfectly cook a medium rare steak backwards. That's fine. I hate it when people order anything other than that. Because they just get really snooty about it. This is not medium well. It is. Fucking tell you. Why is the guy from dying? Oh, ran out of ammo. Ow, I just hurt myself. Like, why is the guy from Batman Beyond sat there? Never mind. I think it shows why, like, there's this hemorrhaging of caterers, because what went from, like, the third biggest industry in the UK is now basically no, I don't understand this one personally, but if you look for barista in the UK, it means both genders. Well, both normal accepted genders, not necessarily sexualities. So. Yeah, the UK is very weird. It's a strange place, full of bullshit. Because, like, to demonstrate how bad it is, I think I went to the high street. I think I went to the high street like a couple of days ago. And apart from, like, big brand places, like Taco Bell, after how many, don't know how many years I've been alive for, has finally infiltrated my tiny, piss-stained little town. The high street's just dead. There's nothing there. Gerald. Like, the age as we know it has died, and like, you just can't go to a store anymore without feeling like something's not correct. Like, I think a coffee, like an all-day breakfast place just sprung up where a charity shop used to be. Don't ask me why, it just has. And yeah, you know, it's just how I have to, like, view the world at the moment. Just seems a little, even though I try and, like, document and collect a bunch of stuff, just to be like, okay, here's this. It just, like, something just rankles with me. It's not correct in some way. Like, something is obviously missing, and a lot of it could be described as heart. Which is curious, coming from an apathetic man. I don't know, personally. What they say is you get older, you get a little bit more alienated, but sometimes it's true and sometimes it's just, well, that's the inevitable life of things. Even if you keep up with technology, sometimes you just get left behind and wonder why things have changed. Ow! Shot. I want to say, if you find something that disappoints you because you had high expectations, or because you, like, got to this point in life where you're like, you know, the world owes you something. No, it doesn't. As you fuck all. You know, if you expect nothing and find great things, then you should be glad. People wonder why I'm such a, most of the time, good judge of character. They keep turning around to me and saying, "So, Prismatic, what do you think of this guy?" I have to just sit there for 5 seconds trying to find my words and not swallow my tongue. Oh, I just lost 50 health from accidentally standing under a spike barrier. Whoops. Yes, Shirley Temple, I believe, is an alcoholic drink. What it comprises of, I have no idea. I tend to use more like slang words when it comes to dealing with drinks. There's one called, I believe, so I had to look it up for something, a Cheeky Vimto. Cheeky Vimto is like port and something else. Whereas a dirty Vimto is like vodka and port. Me, I just go over the counter, lean over the counter and say, "Yeah, can you give me a butt plug?" They just look at me and she's like, why the fuck are you ordering that? Yeah, I believe Shirley Temple is... there is a set of regulation in the UK that if anyone is under the age of 25, even if they're accompanied by a parent, they cannot be served alcoholic drinks without identification. It's actually rather unsophisticated, but kind of draconian in the end, if you think about it correctly. Yeah, UK law got really fucking strict on drinking habits. I think it applies for cigarettes as well. You have even if you look young, you still get challenged. I get challenged for buying alcohol, even though I just use it for cooking. Like, I think one of the weirdest ones I've had has been, I think I bought a cognac-laced Christmas pudding. I was 24 at the time. Still got ID'd. Ow. Yeah, cognac-laced Christmas pudding. So cognac is another alcoholic drink. It's a very specific one. Yeah, I got ID challenged for it. It's like the stupidest story I have to tell about ordering online groceries. Well, we just wanted to check that you were the resident. No, you fucking weren't. You thought I was an alcoholic. I looked too young to you, asshole. Yeah, it's just... the UK has some very strange policies, and only because of, like, what's happened, like, when we've had... You know, we've had the world's youngest... Yeah, I don't drink or smoke. Like, we've had several different, like, disasters of moral fibre, I guess, is the best way of saying it. Like, you see Americans like, charging around going, won't someone think of the children? And then the UK just stands there, awkwardly coughs, and says, yeah, we had the youngest pregnancy possible. And that's how messed up the UK is every so often, when you think about it for long enough. Well, I don't know actually on that one. Like, we know it's the youngest, like, possible pregnancy that the UK experienced at one stage. Like, I think the father was 9 years old, and the mother was 11. Hmm. Reginald. Well, most parents were sort of like shit scared during the 90s, and you can't really blame them when you've got like not barely adolescent children luring away toddlers and killing them on train tracks. So, you know, it's kind of messed up. That blue card. Plasma discharge unit. Oh god. Should pay attention to this guy shooting at me. But most people would think, oh, that wouldn't happen now, and then you look at like the people that have like lived through it, and like, yeah, you don't know squat, kid. We had to deal with this bullshit. We didn't get hopefully patriotic. Excuse me while I go and imitate the Boston Strangler. I'm sorry, you're in the middle of my TikTok. Get the fuck out before I kill you. Alright. There used to be a show, I'm pretty certain it used to be a show, called 29 Minutes of Fame, and I feel like it's even less than that, it's like 5 seconds now. Excuse me, I need my 5 seconds of fame, thank you very much. I'm very, very content with with that not being a thing. Like, I just make videos. That's all I do. Make videos, play weird bullshit, and just kind of go to work. Like, I have no claim to fame, so I don't give a toss. Then again, I also constantly look like in a permanent state of doing my laundry or looking like a hobo. So, you know. This is the only answer I've got here. think it's more the clothes I wear than anything else. Like, I'm currently sat here in a t-shirt that says The Last and the Furious, and it's a blue shell. I've got a fleece on because it's slightly colder than I think it is, and I'm wearing lounge trousers. I'm sorry, were you expecting something better? Oh, and I'm in a pair of slippers because wood floors. I just give off the air of I do not give a shit about my appearance. Like, it genuinely surprised people when I turned up to work after my week off. My week away from there. After I took my, like, week to go and sort things out, and, I think I came back, I had actually fully shaved for a change. I had my hair cut. They were like, "Are you employed here?" No, apparently not. Well, they didn't believe that I could smarten up that much. I need to go for Leonard with Scott. We haven't done Scott Bakula. Like. But it seems to be this weird thing, like, if I grow my hair long, it gets insanely curly. And people are like, "Oh, that looks so cute, it makes you look younger." And then if I like, completely clean up, no one recognises me and wonders, you know, are you the same person? But then I'm also the same person that leaves his house without a mobile phone. Everything has its time and place for my life. Yeah, it's either I look smart with short hair and people are like, "Oh, you look really nice in that." Or I got long hair, it's like, "Oh, you look so young." I'm just sat here and I'm like, fuck you. Can I at least, like, you know, I have mastered the art of looking like an unkempt twit. Let me keep it. I mean, the actual language I use is a bit stronger than that. Like, literally the only time I'll, like, be completely shaved, completely, like, looking, like, dead serious about something is if I'm applying for a job. Other than that, I don't care. I'll turn up in, you know, wearing a set of bunny slippers. I'll turn up happily wearing a pair of bunny slippers and last night's boxers, complete with curry stain. Alright, Glinny is done, so that leaves... yeah, go with Trevor, that's an old school name. Ow! Yeah, I mean, that's a Wolfenstein thing. Where you can't see someone particularly, and then they get close to you, and then they die. And, well, then you die, because their damage is through the roof from being sat right next to your face. Unlike today's day, in which people want to be sat on their face. And they call up a specialist hotline. Good afternoon, Xenomorph Invitation. How can we put the face hugger on your ass? It just strikes me every so often that, you know... Ow! Oh, God. Well, that happened. It'll be a face hugger. Of course, it's hugging part of a face. Yeah, I was literally at max damage range. It would be hugging part of face. Face is perfectly formed for ass. Don't have a bridge of a nose, not a brown nose. I mean, I'm a caterer at this point, you know, making gay, rape, self-rape, sex jokes, you know, it just comes out so casually. Maybe I should do my trousers up next time. But even if you took me out of context, you would still get no context for what I'm saying half the time, unless you work in a kitchen. In which man love is absolutely appreciable. Because that's all of the love you get sometimes. And yet still, it's just like this whole minefield of, what kind of context is this? We can't take it out of context, we can't put it in context. It's the context paradox. What the fuck is it? I'm gonna have to add that to the quote bar as well. The face is perfectly formed for ass. Because I think a lot of things that, like the po-facedness of the modern age, means that so many things that people will just, you know, won't realise I said in jest. And that's usually the words that I will use. You know, if you get me a jester's hat, I fucking will wear it. I will wear it on anything that needs a hat. Yes, including my penis. Unfollowed, unsubscribed, leaving. Final name for this file. Like, to be fair, I think, was it once I wore, like, for a joke, I pretended to be Scrooge once. I got a massive, like, steampunk stovepipe hat. Just to be able to do that. Maybe I should buy another one. Annoy someone who is, like, Christmas focused. I mean, that was the whole reason, was to just be, like, a complete dick about Christmas, and considering how stressful Christmas is for caterers, you kind of need some levity, even if it treads on someone else. Well, I've come to associate that Christmas is probably one of the most miserable times of year. It's the most stressful, it's the most expensive. It's also the point of, like, the most divorces. So it's like, yeah, Christmas is not what it should be, should it? Oh, I have a key card. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, most shops that I've been to have literally only just started putting up. I'm a historian. A lot of the things I research tend to be, like, the original meaning of it. And that's why my sort of beliefs around that period tend to be more pagan focused, because it's like the festival of giving. It was from mother to father, mother to daughter, father to son. You know, it wasn't how much money can you fucking spend in one day. And that's the same thing with Mother's Day as well. Mother's Day was actually a religious holiday. It was to return to the mother church of your birth, which sounds cute enough. Fuck it. Cool. So it's more like it's not there for mothers to be spoiled. Oh yeah, it's meant... Father's Day is one I don't know. It's one that I might have to look up at some point. But I imagine it may just be a different premise altogether. What? Oh, okay. Like, what's going on? I will look it up, like, at some point.
Guard!
You're dead. You're dead. After I'm done with this game. And then we'll all know the, I will look Father's Day up after I'm done with this level. With this, which basically finalises the game, so... And then we should all learn what Father's Day actually means. Or if it's just a corporate bullshit to make use of the fact that Mother's Day is a thing. Like, every commercial holiday has something, like, some original meaning that means it has, like, some sort of, like, reasoning behind it. Nothing is coincidental, unfortunately, in my brain, so... It's all the same, you know. I'm trying to think now. Like, Valentine's Day, I imagine, was like an actual patron saint. Not, you know, some dickhead that tells you that makes you fall in love. Somebody that went around and said, go fuck your wife. Birth rates have gone through the floor. This is Taiwan. Oh, there we go, he died. Good. It's easy peasy, Taiwanese. That's a very old joke, I think, from somewhere. Sorry, Alec, you're gonna have to be overwritten to Ow. Like at that point, it's just another what is it? Another teen movie or some dumb bullshit like that. Where they're like, okay, you know. Get out of the room, Blake. Thank you. No, like the whole premise is that he's basically just devised a way of mutating things. I think is the whole reason that Blake's here. Oh, hey! He followed me through the door. And I died in one hit. Hmm. Oops. No, don't do that. Oh, there we go. It happened. Oh, hey, he's got a British flag underneath his costume. Great. Ass. That's actually a game beaten because I haven't. That was the actual full game. I didn't realise that it was so long. All right, let me have a look. Yeah, that was the final boss of Planet Strike. I believe that was the final boss of the series, period. Father's Day. No, what? Yeah. Yeah, Wikipedia is not the best way of looking at it, but originally it was called St. Joseph's Day, which would make sense. A feast of St. Joseph. Yeah, it was just a day of feasting. I'm guessing because of Lent. Oh, no, I've got plenty of games here. I'm just looking at that. So, yeah, it was more the fact that it was... Oh, no. I was looking up what Father's Day originally was. Yeah, it's originally called St. Joseph's Day. Yes, this is all still Apogee. Let me see here. What do I want to do next? Like, I'm still clearing my way through most of them. Because there's one here. I think it's like Monuments of Mars. Is it id one? Or Pharaoh's 2? One of the two. Which one do I want to do next? Alright, let's do Alien Carnage, which I originally know as Halloween Harry. A day for fathers. Yeah, I think it was like to celebrate the Holy Communion of Joseph. Alien Carnage. I believe I can access the Shareware. Okay, this is definitely a Commander Keen-esque fucking stuff. Will it let me? I don't know if it'll let me do the Shareware episode. I hope it does. Halloween Harry is definitely, or Alien Carnage is one that I do remember having a Shareware episode. Oh. Okay, I can't do Halloween Harry. There is no Shareware episode. Although I could have sworn it did. And most of it was set in Mission 3, which was Office Block. Yeah, I can't do this one. That's really sad, because I know it had a Shareware thing. It's not necessarily the first episode that always characterizes a Shareware game. Some of them are just made up of levels which are pulled from different episodes. Halloween Harry Alien Carnage is one of those. Like, I don't know how it's not plain as day what the actual thing is. It's DLC floppy disk. But the thing is, like, you used to get a bunch of these games on like a disc anyway, and then you would be given the Shareware episode. But a lot of the time, some of them didn't work. Some of them you had to reprogram. It's all a case of that. Tyson. All right, let's make this like the halfway point-ish. Yeah, we'll make this halfway point. We'll do this one. Let's do the original Duke Nukem, which Shrapnel City was the original Shareware. Yeah, Duke looks a lot different. Let's go back to the title screen. It should hopefully play. No, it doesn't. Yeah, Scott Miller. Scott Miller's like a big person when it came to distribution. Okay, it doesn't. Right, start then. So you're the pitiful hero. The pitiful hero is sent to stop me. I, Dr. Proton, will soon rule the world. You're wrong, Proton Breath. I'll be done with you and still have time to watch Oprah. You're going in, Duke. Yep, this is old Duke Nukem. All he wanted to do was watch his soaps. Which means that I am going to have to go get some music. Because there is no music for that game. It's all based on PC sounds. Which game do I even want all the OC remixes on in the background for? The only thing is, it doesn't have like their full albums here. Oh no, they have Maverick Rising, which is one that I like. There was one that I did have fond remembrance of. No, I'd have to go on to those remix themselves for that one. Meat album. Let me just play it in the browser. I don't think it will. No, let me download them, but it won't let me play them. Oh no, it will let me play them. Good. No, I've got one that I wanted. How loud is that compared to me? And I'll fix it. Okay, good. This is actually an album I like from OC Remix. It's Wild Arms, Rearmed and Dangerous. At some point I do intend to have a go at Wild Arms. When that'll be, I don't know. But maybe I should talk about Duke Nukem. The fact that Duke Nukem is not an 80s action hero, he's just a guy that wants to just watch soaps all day. To be fair, he didn't exactly have like his persona, as it were, until like Duke 2 sort of like started to bring it to the fore. And then Duke 3D just went full in bubblegum chewing. Turn that on. Audio. There. There we go, see. Just a quick edit, that's all. And again, this game has like some weird things that you can do. Like you can shoot Coke cans for more points, even though it's your health. Casually putting dynamite in boxes. But then I've still got to get through Unlimited Saga first. Everything is on hold until Unlimited Saga is done, RPG wise. Apart from Yakuza. Yeah, it's going to get a bit loud PC Engine-wise because there's like gates that are really goddamn loud. Oh good, that's fine. No, let's see if there's anything else around. Like, just to prove how much I want to stream Wild Arms at some point, I went out of my way and bought a French copy of Wild Arms 5. Because the English version is expensive. Non, mais joue. Moi joue. C'est en français. Okay. Okay. Set in two different languages, just be even more twit. All I can think of is that Misty is just sat there like, God damn it, why do I know this person? Excuse me. I don't think so, somehow. I haven't spoken French in many, many years. Like, you're taught to do it in English schools. Until recently. And then, I think if you're, like, good at speaking French enough, you got taught German. And, of course, I couldn't speak English well. So, nope. Oh, German for you. They let me still try and carry on studying French. For reasons I don't know. I've had people try and speak to me in Spanish, and I'm like, yeah, I sort of understand what you're saying, but unfortunately, no. No, but I've had, like, people who speak mostly English as their primary language try and curse at me or call me, like, something in Spanish. I'm like, no, that's not it. Cameras are tracking your every move, and then you just kill the cameras. Doesn't really do much. It's just like a bunch of hidden bonuses that you can pick up if you so wish. And in the Shareware episode, if you died, you got transported to basically what could be described as a hell realm, that if you even beat it, you got dumped back in the hell realm. Game wanted no excuses. You either did it or you didn't. And Nukem 2 was also sort of that way. It kind of, like, left you in the dark. Because Nukem 2, like, it could leave you completely, like, screwed, because it would respawn you at a checkpoint with no health. Yeah, Shareware was designed to basically be played continuously, but was also very good at making sure that you didn't enjoy the experience. That's why I wanted to cover most of this. It's because it's like, it's a facet of gaming that most people kind of ignore, is this, like, old PC thing that is not based on nostalgia, but based more on sales. Yeah. It was more about, like, giving you, like, the best content, but also give you the worst experience. Well, that was just fucking stupid. What do you do that for? Because I've been playing, like, a lot of different games. I've even played on a Commodore 64, which is old as dirt. And Commodore 64 games also notoriously hated the player. Yeah. How many levels were in Math? Was in Math Rescue? Who the fuck knows? 15 by the end. of like the second part of this enormous stream undertaking. Was the was Math Rescue. That's a game I grew up with. But then again, it's not like the primary edutainment thing that I used to play. I think it's because I can't like locate it any longer. We used to have one for like DOS. It was a frog. It was like a little cute frog, and it was between ages 4 and 7. And if you did that, my parents left me with one which was like a robot for the ages of 9 and 11. But, yeah. I don't know what they were. That's the problem. Because we only had them on diskette, on discs that said, like, education games or something. I think we had a bunch of like Commodore ports that were released with let the bunny touch me. A bunch of Commodore ports that were just like single names. Like one of them was just called I'm trying to remember. Just called Eric. That was it. It's just called Eric. What was Eric? Who the fuck knows? It was a maze game. That was it. It's a computer board. Yeah, it's just one of those things that most people have not experienced, but I have had the fortune or misfortune to do so. Oh shit, I haven't got one of the keys. And I don't quite remember where it is. It's always fascinating to like show to people the original versions of certain characters. It's like one of those moments where the light bulb just disappears. What do you mean Duke Nukem didn't chew ass and smoke bubblegum? Oh yeah, you used to go watch Oprah every so often. On this ground floor somewhere. I think also like the way that I've grown up in gaming, like to illustrate a point here, like if I stop moving Duke, he will just basically stop immediately. And it's one of the reasons why I get like a massive narc on when it comes to like old Nintendo games which have weird momentum-based physics, because I expect it to do something else. key. It's probably somewhere in the level up above, or it's like very close by. It is getting dark. It's actually, yeah, it's... Oh god, yeah, I just looked up and I'm like, oh right, it's actually like night time for a change. Yeah, back to Atlas. I'm sorry. But I've tried messing with it so much, and it just... I can't get anywhere with those fucking ad controls. Yeah, Papa Twitch. Gotta make his money somehow. That's bending the bending most user base. Excuse me. Bending user bases over and fucking them. I also should probably refill my water bottle. I think it's empty. Ah, yes, excellent. Extra firepower. Now shoot twice. Instead of once. Oops, didn't read the Acme sign. Behold, pair of sneakers. Makes you jump. Makes you do flips. Like, that's the sound I'm used to constantly hearing. Just all these, like, weird pieces. Yeah, and you got both of them together in the same place. Don't forget to save. You know what? Fuck your advice, game developer. I will not save. Mostly because I know how to play this game. I have played it far too often for my own good. Well, this specific episode, like the later ones I've only played once, and that was just out of curiosity. Don't worry, Nipplebaltron is here to save the day. bounce eternally in place. Yeah, I need to write that down in my game clearing journal. Because that does count, the Planet Strike. I don't technically own it, but I have beaten it for the first time. Oh, and also this is like, depending on how it goes, really get out some water. I have the possibility, it's a very faint possibility, I think the campaign may be ending soon, of doing a sponsored stream. First one I'll ever think of. I just need to read all the promotional documentation quite religiously, just to make sure it is possible for me to do so. The only thing is, it depends entirely if I get the key. If I don't, well, just carry on as normal. Which normal is getting my ass handed to me. Unless it's Nightmare Reaper, then it's me handing my ass to the enemy and saying, hey, look at it, it's great. It's small and it's very pert. The main people I am waiting on is Capcom's marketing division. Whether they're going to let me actually do it. I haven't done like too many collaborations or partnerships with anyone outside of shooting Empress Fordola in the butt. Yeah, it would be nice to actually see if I can pull off doing a sponsor stream. Everyone's trying to bring content in different ways. I just do whatever at this point. Because I think I've played something similar to this. I think it was like last year during game clearing, which was called Muri. Muri was interesting. Definitely played like Duke Nukem 1. Just want to be really damn careful because... Oh, pre-roll ads back on. Okay, great. Because it's the same controls. Left control is jump, right, left alt is fire, so I could accidentally stab one of the buttons I shouldn't. Oh, and also, people may not have noticed, but Nightbot has been tweaked slightly. He's now, Nightbot will now turn up... Nightbot will now not post as massively as it used to. I have changed it so it will post only after a certain amount of lines. Or times passed. One key. I'm certain where it is for the minute. Oh, piss. Need to accidentally shoot the Coke can. And I've gone the wrong way. Right, time to go back round. Oh, right, auto mod's got it. That's fine. Getting a lot of promotional bots recently. Oh. Okay, I've only got 1 health left. Only save in the main hallways. Ah, great. Useful. 3, good. It's the same thing as dogehype.com. Yep. How about after I'm done with this game, I tell you to go non-mercy. Survive the maze of madness. Well, there's another problem here. I haven't found the blue key yet. Might be in that tunnel with all the droids. Just a hunch. There. Oh, that's not it. Still need to keep going a little bit. Just forget where this key is. Oh, need to be a bit gentler than that. I think that's where that is. So I just need to get into that area up there. Okay, that's not where the... Oh, no, now I have blue key, good. I'm so glad I chose this album. I haven't listened to it for a while. Forgot how many bangers there were on it. Like, the one that I'm waiting for is Ringing a Prayer. Like, Wild Arms generally the first one has good music that people remember. I remember 5's battle theme is a fucking straight up banger. So it's an often forgotten one, and most of it is comprised of just whistling. Yeah, I'll post the album in the chat after I'm done. I've completely forgotten which way I'm going in again. Just went this way, didn't I? Yes. Completely forgotten which way I came out of. This way. Okay, that's the other way. Alright, fuck it, you know what? 3 points of damage, but I got out of there. Yeah, it just needs a quick refill. Use the move. It's gonna take 5 minutes. Keep listening to Wild Arms. Rearmed and dangerous. just do some moderation thing here. This one. Also mod has court, where is it? Ban. There's the one thing over again, pro. It is quite far down, isn't it? A ring and a... sorry, not a ring and a prayer, a ring and a promise. It's 216. There we go, that's the album. Oops. Oh, I am out of health. Oh, I'm gonna go in. Like, I've heard the oh shit. Kill that. I've heard the majority of this album before. But there's a, like, my favourite is still A Ring and a Promise. Oh, excuse me. Trying not to sneeze as loudly as I normally do. Then again, I've been helping out the Robit with her music selections, so she has more. So she has a bunch more choices now. I think today I gave her one which was 9-bit Airman Rock and Roll. I've had a reasonable smattering of those two remixes. Also, I'm probably going to have to apologise to the people that I am inadvertently turning on to the fact of, hey, you remember while on Fantasia is still in the development process? Oh, I need the, oops. Need the robot hand first. Oops. Robot hands. And if you try and do the robot hand thing without actually having it, the game just straight up kills you. They don't care. Suffer like Duke did. Oh, I don't think that's the mashup we need. I'm trying to remember how much we've got left. We'll have to, like, bail after this one. This is a long-ish level, I think. Because I can't save mid stage, unfortunately. So with that in mind, maybe I should put on this track that I keep mentioning. Oh, this is where I get the grappling hook. Even Commander Keen couldn't get in here. There we go, we have the grappling hook. You can even do a flip. I always think this is a different track. I think this is like, I always feel like this is a, like mana track, and it's not. It's Wild Arms. Like, it has all the flavorings of a track that would be in Seiken no Densetsu. Excuse me, fucking hell. Can't get back up there, so I need to go somewhere else. Let's put on the track that I'm thinking of. Just go and find it. on this. Have that on while I'm doing other things. Just have a quick look around. Just trying to leave it to get going while I'm picking a raid target. I've got several people online at the moment, so I'll just have a quick saunter through anywhere else that may have people available. Alright, yeah, there's no one really in Retro that I particularly like the look of, so... I think I know who's the oldest person on here that I haven't raided in a while. Because for some reason my list does not scroll further down than it should. Remember, there is no stream tomorrow. I'm having to cover at work. So, the next time I will be back will be Friday with Unlimited Saga. Hopefully getting closer and closer to being able to finish that game. So, I'm going to send everyone over to Impossibles, who is currently doing the... who's currently trying out the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So... I'm leave this pumping tune on in the background for me. Well, actually, I'm going to pause it because I've got to raid out. So, just pause it sadly. Tunes have to go away. I'll see everyone on Friday.